Your creative business needs an email list. It converts to sales way better than social media ever can. You get better reach and visibility. It's an asset in your business that no one can take away, unlike Facebook or Instagram or Etsy, where your account can get shut down for no good reason. And best of all, it's free to get started. In this video, I'll show you the simple steps for how to build an email list in your Handmade business. Hey, my name is May, and I help makers, artists, and designers create a consistent income selling their handmade products online. The first super easy way to get started building your email list is at craft shows or any live events you do. You probably do several shows a year, and if you aren't doing this yet, you can start by putting out a simple pen and paper sign-up sheet at your table for people to write down their email addresses. So after every show, you would then add those people to your email list. Now, your email list will have to go somewhere, right? And we'll cover that in a little bit. But while we're on the topic of craft shows, one thing I recommend to get more people to sign up is to offer something in exchange for their email address. You have to keep in mind that these days, people's emails are very valuable to them. No one likes getting spam or emails they never signed up for that aren't related to them at all, and it can become a problem for some people. So they can be guarded, and for good reason, right? To get them to be more comfortable with giving you their emails, you can offer something like a free giveaway at the end of the event. So people can sign up for a chance to win one of your products. This can also be a good idea to do because it can encourage people to come back to your booth before the event is over, which can in turn help drum up some last-minute sales. Now, let's talk about how to build your email list online. An email list usually lives in some sort of online-based software or service. I call this an ESP, an email service provider. And I'm not talking about an email service like Gmail or Yahoo Mail. Those are for sending personal one-to-one emails. And I know you can send BCC emails to lots of people at once, but that's usually frowned upon, and it's not the best way to manage your email list. A proper ESP is something like MailChimp, which I'm sure you've heard of before. It has more features to help make sending emails easier. You can keep track of email open rates and click-through rates, and you can't really do that with Gmail or Yahoo Mail. So MailChimp is one option, but I don't actually recommend it. When I started my business, I used MailChimp, and over the years, I've tried almost every ESP you can think of. And I even went back to MailChimp not too long ago because they claimed they had all these new features. Unfortunately, while MailChimp might be the most popular ESP, it doesn't really perform well. They have almost non-existent customer support, and while they have integration with your Shopify site, it doesn't work well, nor is it accurate. And it's also not as user-friendly as some other ESPs. And if there's one thing about technology that I have learned the hard way over the years, if it doesn't work well, and you can't trust the data it gives you, and if it's not user-friendly, you're not going to use it. So my favorite MailChimp alternative is actually MailerLite. It's free up to your first 1,000 subscribers, and it has e-commerce integration with your Shopify site, which means when a customer from your shop places an order, that information is shared with your ESP. And you want that to happen so you can segment your email list and send the right emails at the right time to the right people. That's a much more advanced strategy that we won't get too deep into in this video. MailChimp can do that integration with Shopify too, but I've tested it and it's just not accurate. Like, it'll say a certain customer has made 2 orders, when in fact that customer has made 10 orders. Why this is a problem is because the kind of email you send to a customer who's made 2 orders versus someone who's placed 10 orders is very different. It's just like how you probably talk to your partner in a different way than how you would talk to a colleague at work. And you can imagine, if you started talking to your colleague the way you talk to your partner, that could turn out pretty comical and weird and inappropriate pretty quickly, right? Anyway, the ESP that I use for tiny hands is called Klaviyo, It's the best ESP for shop owners, but it can get pricey, which is why I don't necessarily recommend it for beginners. So, with your ESP, one of the features it gives you is the ability to create sign-up forms. This is literally just a place for people online to type in their email address and click on a sign-up button to join your email list. It is drag and drop easy to create and design your sign-up forms that you can then copy and paste onto your website. Now, when it comes to your sign-up forms, have them appear as high up on your site as possible so your visitors don't miss it. Also, try to have your form in as many logical places as possible, such as in your About page, your testimonials page if you have one, your checkout confirmation page, your blog, and so on. The reason you want your sign-up form to appear in as many places as possible is because your customer isn't seeing all the places you put them in. Of course, you don't want your site to look spammy and distracting, so there is a balance. But most of the times, I've seen people put not enough sign-up forms around their site. Also, another tip for you is, while you can ask for first names in your sign-up forms, and this helps you be able to address your subscribers by their first name in all of your emails, as if you were emailing them personally, there is a cost to that as well, because now there's one more extra field for people to enter. The more information you ask of them in your sign-up form, the lower your conversion rates are going to be. So to me, I personally don't ask for first names, even though I do love being able to personalize my emails with people's first names. To me, I would rather grow my email list and make that my priority because I can create a deeper connection with my subscriber in other ways than using their first name in my emails. And I don't think it's that big of a benefit anyway to be able to say hi first name, like hi Cecilia in your email. Now, there are lots of different types of sign-up forms you can make. There are landing pages, which should only have the sign-up form as well as 1 or 2 sentences max talking about why someone should join your email list. Landing pages convert really well because there's only one thing to do, which is to sign up. And if people don't sign up, they leave the page altogether. I guess that's 2 things they can do. But the point is, you don't put your regular site navigation or social media links anywhere on this landing page. You want to keep it as simple as possible and without distractions. And that's why it converts so well. Landing pages usually convert at 30% or more. And landing pages work really well for sending social media traffic to, or if you're doing a paid ad or a giveaway. Other sign-up forms like pop-ups and sticky headers or slide and animated forms convert lower, usually at around 5 to 15% if you do it right. So, how do you do it right? Let's talk about pop-ups because I know people can be hesitant to use them because they can be annoying, right? Well, consider that pop-ups are annoying because they're not shown to you at a time that's not annoying. Usually pop-ups appear right away after you load a website, and you haven't even taken 5 seconds to browse around yet. You don't even know what the website sells, and you've already got a pop-up in your face. What I recommend you to do is to configure your pop-up, and your ESP should be able to do this, so that your pop-up appears either X number of seconds after your website is loaded, or after your website visitor has clicked on 3 or more pages on your site. For how many seconds, it kind of depends on how long it takes your site to load. But I would do something like 20 seconds after your site loads. So if it takes your site 5 seconds to load fully, then I would make the pop-up show at 25 seconds. Pop-ups convert really well. I have mine convert between 9 and 15% depending on if it's desktop or mobile, so I highly recommend you use them. Once you've got your sign-up forms all over your site, something that can add a huge boost of conversions and grow your email list by 10 times more is by offering an incentive. Like how you might offer to do a giveaway at your craft show, you can do something similar for your online signups. My biggest tip for you is to just keep it simple. There are so many people out there telling you you have to create a PDF or a guide or a free training like a style guide or a quiz. And I am telling you that those don't work as well for you unless you're an information-based business. And if you're watching this, you're probably a physical product-based business. And the best kinds of incentives are the ones you've seen over and over again everywhere else. I know that there can be this creative or artistic ego that wants to do something different than what everyone else is doing, but please don't overthink this. I stressed myself up over this at one point, and I know many handmade shop owners do the same. There's a reason everyone is doing it, and it's because it works. These incentives that work are a discount code, a free shipping offer, a gift card, which is basically just a fixed dollar amount coupon code, or you can even do a monthly product giveaway. I know that these sound basic and uncreative, but trust me, they work really well. I did this experiment a while ago, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was still true today. If you don't offer any incentive at all, you can just expect your list to grow a lot more slowly. Free shipping was just as attractive as a 15% discount code. So if I were you, I would choose whichever was cheaper for you to do. And of course, doing an ongoing monthly giveaway was the best at bringing in new subscribers. Even if you didn't do a monthly giveaway that was tied to your sign-up forms, because as we all know, doing giveaways too often trains your customers to expect them, and you can attract a percentage of people who are just freebie hunters. Having said that, doing giveaways a few times every year is healthy and fun for your audience, and if you do this in conjunction with my giveaway funnel, you could potentially build up your list quickly while simultaneously making a few sales. Once you've got all of that set up, you'll need to send traffic to your email list sign-up forms. Your email list will not grow without traffic. So watch my other videos on my channel for how to get traffic. I recommend pitching your products, and I have a great guide on how to do that. Just remember, it takes time. Be patient. Growing your email list has a direct correlation to growing your handmade business. And I've seen people take an average of 1 to 3 years to go to a full-time income with their business, assuming they put in a full-time effort into it. Frowned upon? Well, that can pop up in your face. Let's try that again. I can't stand it. It gets so messy. If you like this, give it a If you enjoyed watching this video, stay on to watch this next video on the screen for more handmade business tips and advice for how to grow your business. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Thanks for watching, guys.